Once again, we can make more properties, but we can't make them any more cheaply. The same thing's happening on the Bitcoin side. If you were spending 5 cents to mine a Bitcoin, today you're spending $10 to mine that Bitcoin. So the cost is going up.
So I want you to talk about the reemergence of crypto, which seems to be, a bull market run here, and it maybe 2024 is going to be pretty hot. We believe the DST is uniquely positioned to connect all three of these and to be able to fund ventures like, Mission 10K. But give us your thoughts on those numbers and any thoughts on the tax flow, debt flow, and cash flow.
I believe that Bitcoin moves in longer cycles, and I think that it's breaking out to the positive. I expect that Bitcoin will do really, really well, not just for 2024, but 2025. And the biggest reason it'll do well is the amount of sovereign debt that is being taken on. So the world has taken on such an absolutely stunning amount of debt in the last, since COVID, that assets that you can't make any more of. And a lot of people think, well, you can make more Bitcoin. The answer is no. Each day, the way that Bitcoin works is it's harder and harder to make more coins. And there's actually a finite limit to the total number of Bitcoins. Once you hit that limit, then you can't ever make more. It's not even like gold. You can make more gold because you can dig more gold out of the ground, but you cannot make more Bitcoin. And we're getting to the point where it's becoming almost impossible to make money by mining new Bitcoin. And as it becomes harder and harder and harder to do that, the number of Bitcoins available continues to shrink, and the world economy is continuing to grow by about 3% a year. And so I think that Bitcoin is going to see a phenomenal 5 to 7 years. It's obviously a highly, highly speculative asset, so you're going to see crashes up and down. But I hold Bitcoin for the long term. I think of Bitcoin as insurance against a worldwide financial crash, because that's the biggest benefit that it gives me is it's insurance. It's money outside of the system. No one can manipulate Bitcoin the way that currencies are being manipulated. So I think it's a terrific product to hold. For the same reason I like real estate. Real estate is very difficult to make more of, especially now, as everyone's heard, construction costs are up. Supply chain disruptions are still happening, especially for transformers. What we are finding is this, and people are like, oh, we live in the United States. We could, easily have 1 billion people live here. We've got a lot of land. The answer is no, we don't. Cities have run out of land that has the appropriate water, sewer, and electrical connections. Now, when you need to go the next 500 yards, it costs tens of millions of dollars to put the water, sewer, and electrical connections. So the United States is not running out of land. We are absolutely running out of cheap land. We are running out of cheap land. And as we run out of this land, we're going to continue to see inflation in property values. Once again, we can make more properties, but we can't make them any more cheaply. The same thing's happening on the Bitcoin side. If you were spending 5 cents to mine a Bitcoin, today you're spending $10 to mine that Bitcoin. So the cost is going up. And for hard assets that have a restriction to their supply, just like real estate does, I think this is a great time to be doing this. I believe that within the next 5 to 10 years, we're going to have a great financial reset. And in all hard assets are going to benefit from that. They'll probably collapse along with everything else initially. But when they come back up, people are going to have an absolutely astonishing understanding of hard assets. It's going to be the biggest change in the mindset of the American consumer, and it's coming in the next 5 years.